Next, Van the Man.
Yep, Sir Van. Yeah, I couldn't.
Sir Van is absolutely like.
I couldn't do a list of or a pick Irish artists without including Van Morrison.
It's nearly a prerequisite. Like.
Yeah, and then I've been very lucky now. Van Morrison has such a strong fan base and fan club, and those guys have really embraced me as an artist as well. And I literally have got people from all around the world.
How do you think that happened?
It's a couple that I know in Belfast, Lynn and Al Bodkin, run the Van Morrison fan club, where they ran a party anyway for it last year for his 70th birthday, and they invited me along to sing at this fan party. And then it was literally, there was something like 200 and something Van fans, or Vanatics as they're called, from all around the world. So you have people, Vanatics, so you have people from Australia, New Zealand, America, Germany, all coming to Ireland. They travel the world just to see him. And I saw him myself for the first time this year, so it was all yay. But yeah, they've been hugely supportive, so I couldn't leave Van the Man.
Oh, that's a lovely story. That's incredible. And which song did you pick?
I picked Into the Mystic. Oh. Yeah, I have a real soft spot for his spiritual songs, and there's a lot of depth in his writing, so I love this.
It's a rugby club where there's discos, and they used to play Mary every Saturday, and we're all going absolutely mad to your song. Mm-hmm. And it was one of the anthems of mine growing up. Yeah. And then when I saw this online, I was like, oh no, we have to play this, because I had the whole orchestra in the background, and it's just fantastic. It is an anthem.
Yeah, it is just one of those songs, you know. It's and as a songwriter, you always, you know, when I started, that was my dream, was I was going to write a song that was going to be bigger than I am. and we pulled it off with that one.
It's an amazing song. Now, I bet you get asked this question all the time. Who's Mary and Frank?
Mary was actually a girl that lived. I lived on a hill called Courtney Hill in Newry, and there was a girl a couple of years older than me who used to walk home, and I'd pass her. I was stalking her, really. I was in love with her. It was the first time I was in love with anybody. But unfortunately for me, I was like 15, and she had started working. She was, you know, she was working on the bank. Just bad idea, like, you know what I mean? Because whatever, women generally, younger men, it's hard to get them interested in younger men, but at that age, you are really on a hiding to nothing. And so I was, and then she started going out with a guy, and I was heartbroken. He had a beard and a moustache. I'd been trying to grow a moustache, but it wasn't working out for me. And he had a car. I had a bicycle. I mean, you could see just where it was all ending. So I got bitter about it, and I turned him into an abusive, philandering, adulterous guy. You know what I mean? Because I think he had to be a complete idiot. That was you know. So there was all Mary wanted to have some sense and basically go out with this 15-year-old. That's really what it. So it was the first song I wrote a lyric for. I wrote it when I was 16.
16?
Yeah. And then, so cut to when we're making songs to Tempted, and at that stage I'm in my sort of early 20s, and Declan, we're making the record, and the record was had a lot of tempo-y stuff on it, not that much acoustic stuff on it, and but we had one song called Washington Down that was acoustic, and Declan says, we're going to need another acoustic song just to balance this up, because you only got one acoustic song. And I said, I don't know what. And then he said, what about that song? You know, do you remember that? And I said, well, I'll tell you what, because if you can still remember it, it must have something. Let's record it. So we recorded it.
So you may not have recorded that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you another story. When we did record it, our manager at the time advised us not to put it in the record.
What?
Yeah.
The anthem that it is.
I think he thought it was too uncool or something. I don't really know. And all in the back of my mind was going, no, there's something catchy about this song.
Yeah. So you were saying while she was playing how diverse a character she is, but not only a recent appearance that I'm sure all our listeners have already seen.
Yes, she was on with James Corden on a show in America, and they like took the song Ironic and just changed the lyrics into kind of stuff about, like, you know, should have swiped left, you know what I mean, like all to do with technology. Yeah, exactly. And it's hilarious. It was really taking a mick out of herself, like, you know what I mean, and he was dressed with the hat and the plaits exact same as her. It was hilarious.
Was that your first kind of, oh, you know what, I want to be like her?
Yeah, well, in terms of her songwriting, I mean, it was just like Jagged Little Pill. I just went, oh my god, you know when an album hits you? I was just like, that's now if I want to write like that, because I'd only started to write really when that started to come out. So yeah, it was totally the kind of, I want to be that angry and talk about life that honestly. Do you know what I mean? So
And you were obviously playing piano at that time.
Playing piano from when I was about 8. So I started writing when I suppose 11 or so. But she was a massive influence, yeah.
But you didn't always stay in music at that time, did you?
No,
You went forward.
I moved out of music a bit, like, sometimes you just get frustrated with it, like, I went away off to college and sure, I was mental over there for a couple of years. I don't know if I did any music or I did a music degree, but I don't know how much music was involved in that. But I only really come back to it when I just kind of got myself feet back in the ground again.
Tell us about your next song choice.
My next song choice, now this is a romance, this is a very what would you call it, smoochy one? For anyone who's in the need of a bit of love this afternoon. This is actually a song I discovered on Spotify just by chance on a playlist one day. I was listening to some mellowed out tunes. The artist is called John McLaughlin. The song is called I'll Follow You, and it was actually played at my wedding. Yes, in April, and I got married in April this year. So this is obviously very personal to me, but I think everyone will enjoy it. It's a lovely song.
We've been doing a jig in the studio.
Yes.
Well, we nearly were.
Well, we were, yeah, and I clapped along, and I knew every single word of that, and that's going back a long, long time. But that's incredible music, and people say to me, but how can you listen to one thing 1 minute and listen to that? But that's what it's all about.
That's nice up-tempo, though, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't enjoy that.
But there's a story in it, and that comes back. I think that was from the 1700s that was written. And if you listen to the lyric,
It still transcends.
well, it's filth. It is absolutely. Listen, next time you get a chance, listen to it. Courtney in the kitchen. She goes into the kitchen with him. What happens next? I don't know. Just listen to the words. But it is. Listen, they got away with it because it's written in such a way that it's like a double entendre. It's just you don't know. It's like the fellow that went into the bar and he ordered a double entendre, so the barmaid gave him one.
So, for anyone who knows Paul on Facebook, he comes up with these fantastic little photograph posts,
hold on,
and they're very entertaining.
They are sent to me.
People
I
ask
steal
you?
them. I know I steal them from people.
Yeah, you've stolen one or two from me before.
I'm coming clean now.
But they are brilliant. It's good crack.
Some of the ones that people put up are just hilarious now. It's just
the other thing as well, you're a postman. A postie.
Postie, yeah.
Postman Pat.
That's why. Do you think I mean to look this tired? Hello.
And you get a few selfies with dogs.
Yeah, well, all animals.
Mainly dogs.
Mainly dogs.
Yeah, your customers.
Well, we're pet lovers. You've got to be nice to the dog. We bring myself and a couple of guys bring biscuits for the dogs and make sure they're nice.
They're friendly.
Keep them calm, yeah. Because they look at me, they're not going to attack me. They look at me and say, "Look, here's a pot noodle." A quick snack.
And you're a musician as well.
Yes.
Tell the listeners about your musicianship.
Oh my God, I'm drumming years. I'm drumming since 19. So that bit of interruption there. I don't know what happened there. No, I'm drumming a long, long time. And in a few moments, I'm going to play some of the songs I've drummed on and with the people I've played with.
Brilliant!
I'll get into the history of it, but I'm starting just to let you know about the music I've been listening to first of all. So I'm going from we went from Ronnie Drew, right?
Yeah.
But now we're going again to the other end of the spectrum, and this is the Mills Brothers, who were a harmony group.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, myself and Dermy Walsh. And you're going to know this tune, and it was for a long time, the actual tune by Count Basie was the Rolling Stones theme tune. They played this before they came on, but this is the vocal version, and this is the Mills Brothers. Listen to this for harmony. The Mills Brothers and Oprah. You're going to know the tune anyway.
Okay.
Right, stand up there, Trace. Let's have a dance. Here we go.
Here we go.
My wife is German, so
and you play in German,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
so
So this is a song basically.
Is this the German version?
No, this is the English version, and it's it's for people who has maybe a family member that has a drug problem or some sort of an addiction, and unfortunately you tell them or you don't tell them until it's too late. Like we've all lost somebody, and even somebody as great like Phil Lynott and people like that, where there's so many professional people around these people, but they don't want to tell them, so it's too late. So this is called "Sorry I've Never Seen It," and it's basically that message of
hope.
Yeah, and it can be drug addiction or it can be anything, gambling addiction or whatever. But this is the song.
I will sing my song for you, and I hope that it gets you through.
It's very different. You'll hear it now. It's a very different style from. It's the style that I'm going for now.
It's kind of used to it.
Yeah.
You actually sound like Bonnet here. go, that was Eddie Vedder. Now, next on the list, I'm delighted to see, is Anya Cal.
Yeah, Anya, yeah, I believe you were the first lady to interview her here.
Apparently, yeah, so
Yeah.
Paul Cox always tells me, you know that you were the first person to ever interview and play Anya Cal.
Yeah, well,
So that's nice.
I just really, like, maybe I'm a bit slow. I shared Anya's new video there the other day, and Bernice in Navan there, she said, "Oh, Nigel, you're a bit 6 months too late." But yeah,
She's awful cheeky.
yeah,
Bernice.
but it's just, you know, I listen to a lot of music. I don't. I'm gonna, you know, be totally honest here. I don't really listen to radio stations that much. You know, so I would buy a lot of music and have it coming in. And this was, you know, we were talking in the back of the van one night, and Andrew, my drummer, was saying, this girl Anya Cahill, you know, is doing really well, and she put up something on Facebook about me. So we checked it out, and it was a lovely, you know, thing about Martin and Andrew.
Yeah.
So I use Martin as well for
Jam
producing my
Studios.
stuff. Yeah. So I decided just to get in touch with Anya through Twitter for Andrew, kind of to say, you know, lads are really proud and blah blah blah. And she replied, and we've been friends ever since. And like, I initially had plastic for today, but we can't play it, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
We don't have the radio edit, so maybe Anya would send me that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we'll
Without
go
the-
we'll go to plan B and
Yeah.
we'll play the 27 Club.